Have you ever felt like your anxiety meant you didn't trust God enough? Like if you were a better Christian, you wouldn't feel this way? I used to think that too, but the more I've studied both the Bible and the brain, the more I realize this: God is not ashamed of your anxiety. He actually meets you right there. Today, I want to show you what the Bible really says about anxiety and how psychology actually supports it. Let's unpack it together. Now, there was a season in my life when anxiety felt like a spiritual failure. I was praying, I was fasting, I was worshiping, and yes, my chest still felt really tight. My thoughts raced, I couldn't sleep. And you see, every time I tried to explain it to someone, they would say to me, Remy, you need to cast your cares onto the Lord. Just pray more. And so I did. But I still felt stuck. That was when I realized that sometimes we are not lacking faith, we're lacking tools. Now, God doesn't just call us to pray it away. No, He invites us to walk through healing with Him. Now, let's quickly look at some scriptures to analyze this better. Philippians 4:6 says, do not be anxious about anything. And for a long time, I took that as a rebuke. But it's not, because Apostle Paul continues and says, but in everything, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your requests to God. It's not a threat, it's a roadmap. And he's saying, bring it all, lay it down, let God hold what's too heavy for you. Even Jesus, the Son of God, sweated blood in the Garden of Gethsemane in the book of Luke, chapter 22, verse 44. And that's a clinical symptom of extreme anxiety. Did you know that there's actually a condition called hematidrosis where a person sweats blood, and this could be triggered by physical or psychological stress? But you see, God did not shame him, God strengthened him. Psychologically, anxiety is not a sin, it's a signal. It's your body's way of saying, I feel unsafe, something is too much, I don't know how to cope. Now, your brain's amygdala, it's like a smoke alarm. It sounds the alarm when you are in danger, but sometimes it gets stuck on the on position. What's beautiful is that scripture already speaks to this. David says to us in Psalm 94, verse 19, that when anxiety was great within me, your comfort brought me joy. That is grounding. Jesus says to us in Matthew 6:34, do not worry about tomorrow. That is cognitive reframing. Apostle Paul talks about renewing the mind in Romans chapter 12. That is what therapy does too. You see, the Bible and psychology are not enemies, they are actually in agreement when you look deeper. You see, you can love Jesus and still need help for your mental health. You can pray and still breathe deeply. You can quote scripture and still go to therapy. You can feel anxious and still be completely loved by God. God is not intimidated by your thoughts. He already knows them. Psalm 139 says that before a word is on my tongue, Lord, you already know it completely. So what if your anxiety wasn't a sign of failure, but an invitation to deeper intimacy with God? Now, let me leave you with a few gentle tools today to help you. One, the breath prayer. It's simply you inhaling, the Lord is my shepherd, and you exhale, I shall not want. Two, grounding with scripture. Feel your feet on the floor, and I need you to say out loud, I am here, God is here, I am safe. Number three, it's time to rewrite the lie. Write down what anxiety is telling you. Then write what God says instead. For example, you're saying to yourself, I'm failing. Return it to I am held. I can't do this. Change it to I can do all things through Christ. Healing is not instant, but it is possible. If this encouraged you, if you've ever felt ashamed for being anxious, I want you to know that you are not alone. God sees you, and there is no shame in your healing journey. Cast your cares on Him because He cares for you, not because you're failing, but because He is faithful. Now, if this video spoke to your heart, I need you to send it to a sister, a friend who needs this. And please like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss out on my next video. I'll be sharing a fictional story called The Girl Who Couldn't Cry. And trust me, you don't want to miss it. Until then, breathe deep, feel your feet. You are safe, you are seen, and you are so deeply loved.